Did you know that even the Stoics, renowned for their emphasis on silence and restraint, believed there were times when speaking up was essential? In our everyday lives, we encounter countless moments where finding our voice feels daunting. It might be in a challenging meeting at work, during a disagreement with a loved one, or even when we witness injustice. We grapple with questions like, should I say something? Will I disrupt the peace? Is silence truly the Stoic way? Stoicism, with its focus on self-awareness and cultivating an iron mind, offers valuable insights into this dilemma. While it teaches us the strength and restraint, it also recognizes the power of our voice. Today, we're going to explore the flip side of Stoic silence. The crucial times when speaking up is not only beneficial but essential for personal growth, nurturing relationships, and upholding our virtue ethics. If you've ever felt the gnawing discomfort of a silence that doesn't sit right, or wrestled with the decision to speak out or stay quiet, this video is for you. Join me as we uncover scenarios where your voice is not just valuable, but vital. Through the lens of Stoic wisdom, we'll discover how to navigate these situations with courage, clarity, and integrity. Let's get started. When silence means complicity. History has shown that silence in the face of injustice can be complicit. While Stoicism champions restraint, it also calls for voicing dissent against wrongdoing. Cato the Younger, the unwavering Stoic, stood against corruption in ancient Rome, embodying the principle, if you see fraud and do not say fraud, you are a fraud. This echoes the Stoic commitment to ethical action and inaction. In modern times, consider the workplace dilemma of witnessing discrimination or unethical behavior. Silence may offer temporary peace, but at what cost to our integrity? Epictetus reminds us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, urging us to align our actions with our ethics by speaking up. Malala Yousafzai's fight for education and Sharon Watkins' whistleblowing at Enron exemplify the courage to speak truth to power, regardless of the setting. Edward Snowden's revelations further illustrate the Stoic dilemma of when silence enables harm. These examples, spanning centuries and continents, highlight a dedication to justice, a core Stoic value. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury," emphasizing that speaking up isn't about personal gain, but about restoring righteousness. Let's ask ourselves, have we chosen comfort over confronting injustice? Stoicism challenges us to not only live with courage, but to speak with it, ensuring our voices are heard when it matters most. Relationships and emotional health. While Stoicism often teaches us the value of silence, the strength of our relationships hinges on open communication. It's not just about talking more, it's about expressing ourselves with clarity, actively listening to understand, and forging deeper connections. But how do we reconcile this with Stoic principles? Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." In our relationships, this kindness often manifests as open communication. Silence, used defensively or to avoid conflict, can erode trust and create distance. True to Stoic values, we must face relational challenges with honesty and courage. Imagine a disagreement with a loved one left to fester in unspoken silence. This silence doesn't just create distance, it becomes a breeding ground for resentment. Seneca reminds us, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." If we don't address issues in our relationships, we allow them to worsen. Effective communication means expressing our feelings and needs openly, not to assign blame, but to foster understanding. It's about sharing what matters to us and what troubles us. Remember Epictetus's wise words, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." True communication is a two-way street, built on both expression and understanding. Speaking up isn't just about resolving conflicts, it's about deepening our bonds. When we share our feelings, we build bridges of empathy and mutual respect. For example, expressing that you felt overlooked in a decision doesn't just address that instance. It sets the stage for future interactions built on greater understanding and consideration. Stoicism teaches us restraint, but also wisdom and virtue. Sometimes, the wisest, most virtuous action is to break the silence. It's about speaking not from a place of reactivity, but from a place of understanding, respect, and a genuine desire for harmony. So, as you navigate your relationships, remember that silence isn't always golden. Embrace the Stoic values of honesty, courage, and understanding, and let your voice be an instrument of connection and growth, leadership and influence. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, leading his troops into battle. His strength wasn't just in wielding a sword, but in wielding words. He famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This mindset wasn't just for his personal resilience, but became a rallying cry for his legions, shaping their morale and fueling their determination. Now picture a leader who remains silent in the face of crisis. While leading by example is admirable, a lack of clear communication can create confusion and disarray within a team. Stoicism isn't about silent resignation. It's about using your voice wisely and deliberately. Think of it like a ship's captain in a storm. The crew needs more than just a steady hand on the wheel. They need clear commands to navigate through the chaos. Leaders, like the Stoics, understand that words can transform doubt into determination. They embrace open dialogue and feedback, creating a culture of trust and collaboration. They know that their voice has the power to inspire, motivate, and steer the course towards a shared vision. So, whether you're leading a company through a crisis or your family through a tough time, remember that Stoic leadership isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about using your voice to foster a collective strength, where everyone feels heard and empowered to contribute their unique talents. It's about understanding that true leadership lies not just in what you do, but in what you inspire others to do during personal crises or challenges. When life throws us curveballs, our first instinct might be to retreat into silence, to tough it out alone. But Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of resilience, offers a different perspective. It teaches us that voicing our struggles and seeking support isn't just okay. It's a sign of strength and strategic thinking. Epictetus compared life to a soldier storming a wall. Even the bravest warriors sometimes get wounded and need a comrade to pull them up. It's the same in our own lives. Whether you're facing a high-pressure job, a devastating loss, or a major life transition, acknowledging when you need help is a smart move. Think about it. Would you berate a soldier for accepting a helping hand in the heat of battle? Of course not. It's the same principle in our personal lives. Bottling up emotions or trying to go it alone can leave us feeling isolated and overwhelmed. Stoicism isn't about denying our emotions or pretending to be invincible. It's about understanding our limitations and utilizing the resources available to us. By communicating our needs, we tap into the collective strength of our community, whether it's friends, family, or professionals. This isn't a surrender of self-sufficiency. It's a way to recharge and come back stronger. As Marcus Aurelius put it, people exist for the sake of one another. Teach them or bear with them. When we reach out for help, we not only get the support we need, but we also give others the chance to be there for us. It's a win-win situation. Moreover, by openly acknowledging our struggles, we challenge the stigma around asking for help. We create a culture of openness and vulnerability, where everyone feels safe to share their burdens. This not only strengthens us individually, but also builds a more resilient and supportive community. So the next time life knocks you down, don't be afraid to ask for a hand up. Remember, true Stoic wisdom lies in knowing when to lean on others. It's not about weakness. It's about harnessing the power of human connection to weather any storm and emerge even stronger on the other side. In defense of others, imagine a world where everyone turns a blind eye to injustice, where the vulnerable are left to fend for themselves. It's a bleak picture, but one that Stoicism urges us to actively prevent. Stoics believe that we have a duty to protect and defend those who are vulnerable or unable to speak for themselves. This isn't just a moral ideal, it's a call to action, a fundamental civic responsibility. The Stoics understood that we are all interconnected, like threads in a tapestry. Seneca said, "We are members of one great body, planted by nature. If one member suffers, all suffer with it." This isn't just empathy. It's a call to recognize that protecting others ultimately protects us all. Picture this: a colleague facing harassment at work, a friend being bullied, or a stranger being marginalized. It's easy to stay silent, to avoid conflict or discomfort. But Stoicism challenges us to reconsider. It teaches us that our voice can be a shield for those who lack one. It's not about passively observing injustice. It's about actively creating solutions. Speak up, offer support, or mobilize resources to help those in need. Defending others isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's about small, consistent actions that uphold the dignity and rights of those around us. It might mean correcting misinformation, advocating for inclusive policies, or simply listening to someone who feels unheard. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee." When we defend the vulnerable, we contribute to the health and well-being of our entire community. So, how can you put this into practice? Next time you feel the urge to speak up for someone else, pause and ask yourself, what is the just action here? What are the consequences of my silence? How can my words create a positive outcome? By asking these questions, you're not just applying Stoic wisdom. You're cultivating a habit of mindful action, strengthening your character, and contributing to a more just and compassionate world. Stoicism teaches us that our voice is a powerful instrument, a tool for reason, justice, and connection. By mastering the art of knowing when to speak and when to listen, we not only navigate our lives with greater wisdom, but also uplift those around us. Now, I challenge you to reflect. When have you felt the weight of silence lift as you found the courage to speak? How did that align with your Stoic values? Perhaps there were times when staying silent left a lingering unease. What did you learn from those experiences? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences are invaluable. They enrich our community and help us all deepen our understanding and practice of Stoic principles. If today's exploration resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and share this video with anyone who might benefit from this Stoic wisdom. If you want to know how Stoicism can further improve your life, watch this video next to learn more.